last few years here. Keep your eye on him, but he's got Jesse Love in the 20. Green flag is in the air. We are racing at Bristol with issues right on the start there for the 97. On your screen there in the 97, back to 8th, and caution out already. Hard to see that.
That's 0-3, I believe, of Alex Clubb.
So Alex Clubb goes around on lap number 3.
Yeah, Alex started back in the 27th spot. Had a top 10 finish at DuQuoin the last time we were on dirt, but more than likely enough damage that that'll be terminal.
And how frustrating. You talk about just how long these days are to get to this point, and it's over before it even starts.
Yeah, was a bottom of 3 off of 4, and it just gets so tight here. You know, it's just so hard to do that and run 3 wide. And
from Bristol, and you see it there, big trouble for Luke Fenhouse. We talked about the issues. Ryan Blaney forecasted it perfectly. You saw that maybe something was going on with that right front.
Yeah, you know, it was weird. Like I said, he had the damage below the right front headlight, and something must have came through and punctured the tire, or moved something to where something was rubbing the tire, and it's just slowly going away and going away. But that really stinks, you know, to have damage early and blow out a tire at a bad spot too, and Jack Wood getting caught up in it. That stinks.
Jack had a really good run going here. He's got damage to the left front and the right side.
On board with Frankie Muniz here, who's battling his own issues. Boom, you see it there. Luke Fenhouse to the outside wall. 3rd time.
Oh, the Swallow again.
Fenhouse.
The 28. Fenhouse around.
Sorry.
You saw him fix that damage. You heard the update there, but his problems continue here.
Yeah, another right front flat.
Yeah. Undoubtedly something was rubbing probably that from the initial damage.
I believe he's out of tires. They only have 2 sets. They're allowed to change 1. Unless you have an issue, you have an extra set to go back on.
I think he's done now.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much going to do it. He's already being shown 9 laps down. He restarted 8 laps down, so I think...
yeah, there must have been something more that was rubbing that right front tire, you know, and they thought they cleared it, and obviously wasn't cleared. But, you know, I'm sure when he blew the tire the first time, he had some more damage, and it just didn't.
Yeah, there it goes.
Didn't get it fixed. Oof. That's a pretty hard hit, you know, there. That's a bad angle, and
hate
rough
to see
night.
That. Yeah, if they go, and caution out for the 5th time, and that is the 01 at Tim Monroe. Significant damage to the front end of that car, turn 1.
Yeah, Tim was in the top 5 in East Series points coming into the race. Again, this is the finale for the East Series. There's Tim Goulet. He obviously had some damage. He more than likely was involved. Had issues at the very start, wasn't able to start, but they got that car repaired. Took him about 30 laps to do it, but some damage now.
Well, they got to race hard for a few laps. Let's look back here at exactly what happened.
Oh.
The 31, Tim Goulet, that just had a few issues tonight. This is the Choose camera. We're not using the Choose here.
It's kind of odd.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, how you spin back that way across the racetrack.
Maybe he was trying to catch it off of 4 and just kind of late
got behind a little bit.
Yeah, and just a really unfortunate spot for Tim Monroe to be in.
Yeah, nothing he could do about it.
Well, Goulet was in the garage. Landon Lewis here, the 97.
Missed the shift again.
William Sawalich went into 1st gear on that first start. Now we have the caution out again. Tony Breininger goes around.
You wonder if this is just really a chain reaction from the initial Sawalich missing a gear.
I definitely think it is. You know, you saw the top lane stack hard from the 18 missing the gear, and you know, Tony was just an unfortunate bystander in that one. And Frankie Muniz. Goodness. And
the farther back it goes after Sawalich, the harder it is to see. I mean, the guy right behind Sawalich sees it, but then back behind them, you don't see through those cars very well.
Yeah, you get to row 5 on back, and the stack is worse, and you're going faster by the time it stacks, right, because you're accelerating.
And then that's your view.
Yeah.
On board with Frankie Muniz, who's documented he finally got his first top 5 at Michigan, and it's just been downhill since. Here's the restart.
Yeah, you see Frankie into the back of Tony Breininger. Nothing any of those drivers could do.
And, you know, I'm curious. They talked before the race, Frankie had radio problems. And I wonder if he didn't know they were checking up, if his spotter couldn't tell him. I'd be curious about that, if he heard anything.
Let's go on board with Frankie Muniz right here and see it from his perspective. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not sure he ever backed off before he ran that back, but he didn't have a lot of time no matter what.
Yeah.
Now let's listen again on board with William Sawalich on that restart.
I don't think he went to first that time, but he definitely had trouble getting across the gate between second and third.
Yeah.
That could have been a reason.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Caden Honeycutt in the wall. Caution is out for the 8th time.
Flat left front.
And you have to wonder, because obviously just put fresh tires on that car. Undoubtedly had to run over something. I don't see much body damage on the left side. We'll have to take a look and see maybe if he made contact with another car. We're hearing now that maybe he was involved with the 35.
No, and he was struggling. He was falling back for a while, so he might have had it.
Oh, there it is right there. Got shoved into the outside wall by the 3 of Landon Pimbleton.
Definitely contact there with the 17 running 8th at the time. You see Greg Van Alsten, 35.
Oh, that's what cut the left front. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
What a tough break for Caden Honeycutt. Such a good run going. One of the 4 cars we were talking about, one of the 4 best cars.
And he just knew he was going to be a factor tonight, and what a run they had. It's been fun talking about him, and his first Arca Menards series start in many years. And well, he'll have to go back, regroup, and get ready to race tonight.
Yeah, he's not happy.
Yeah, he's not happy with a 3 car for sure.
Well, he's giving a nicer finger. We've seen worse.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Landon Lewis, who we were talking about battling up there, perhaps tonight would be the night, was running 3rd in an issue. That brings out the caution for the 10th time here.
Yeah, an issue with the right front. Obviously, you see the right front tire has gone down on the 97 car. What a tough break. Great effort, though, for Landon Lewis and that team.
Landon led 32 laps tonight, was in the mix. Second Arca Menards Series national race.
It means we're going to have another restart and another short run.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's probably going to be a bad spot. He blows off the corner here.
Ooh. At least he was on the straight a little bit farther than it could have been.
That stinks. You know, he had a good run like we just talked about, and was beating on the right front tire.
But he was able to hang on. He's such a cool, calm, and collected kid as well.
He did a good job figuring it out, right? He had 2 bad restarts, you know, not getting it into gear, going in the wrong gear. And, you know, we've had 3 or 4 restarts since then where he had no problems, right? He cleaned it up and did a great job and gave him a shot to win the race as they come back to the checker.
White flag in the air. The 18, William Sawalich. He already locked up the Arca Menards Series East Championship. Can he take the win as he comes around? Checker flag in the